Hey everybody! You're stuck with me until 5 o'clock. It's 4:19 right now, so I hope you can stand me. Hopefully my children will be good, because they're in there playing right now, and they haven't managed to kill each other. So, yay! Right now, we have $405, which means we are actually $5 ahead of our halfway mark, which means we're almost to $800. You know, we're on that side of the scale at least. I mean, we need to get to $800. That's our goal, guys. So, you'll actually be able to donate until the 31st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So please, please, please go and donate if you can. If you can't donate, please share our cause, because these are both causes that are important to me. They're important to a lot of people around the world. And we want to support these causes. We want to see this money go to helping premature babies and their parents. And we want to see it go to the Global Autism Project, so that not just people in America, but people around the world who have autism or are on the spectrum can get all the resources that they need to live a great life. To not be oppressed, to be understood. And isn't that what everybody wants in life? Everybody wants to be understood, and I think that we should give them a chance. Trying to think of what else I can say on this video. We've had some fabulous authors today that have taken over. We had some fabulous authors last night that took over, and we'll actually have a few more after I'm done with this video. And I hope that we're going to be able to get to our goal, but like I said, we will be able to go until the 31st at 11:59 p.m. So if you just so happens that you can't donate right now, then if you can donate before the 31st at 11:59 p.m., that would be great. Also, remember that we are giving away a $50 Amazon gift card for whichever author has been bailed out. And to get bailed out, they have to, get the most donations. Right now, and you also have to comment on their little jailed post, their author intro that I've posted for each of these people. So make sure that if you do donate, that you are commenting on their little post. It's got them in jail. You should be able to find it rather easily. It's got a picture of your author behind bars, just to give you that visual effect, and to just to be a little bit of fun. Trying to think of what else I can say. I think I talked a little bit last night about my son Seth, who is 6 and who has sensory processing disorder. He has some social skills, he has some motor function skills, but he is bright as a tack, or bright as a light bulb, or however you want to say it. He is a smart little boy, and I think we've even had some concern on this page, I think, about, what kind of awareness we were spreading for autism. And we want to spread that autism is a spectrum. It's not just one thing. There are several different aspects to autism. And we don't think that people with autism should be treated differently. We think that they should be treated just like a normal, regular person, because they are. They are a normal person. Their brain just works in a different way than ours does. And that's not wrong. It's just different. So, we don't need to disparage them. We don't need to diminish their intelligence, because they are bright. And I want, everyone to understand that just because you're on the autism spectrum or Asperger's or any of those, that, that doesn't mean that you are special, like they've been, labeled so many times before. I've saw so many people look at my son when I say, well, he's on the autism spectrum, and go, oh, they get that O face. There's no O about it. My son is smart. He is a special, caring little boy. And that's the only thing special about him. He is special to me in my heart. And that is, that's the best way that I can put it. These children are not to be made fun of. They're not to be taken advantage of. Their brain just works differently than ours, and that is completely fine and okay. I don't really have a preemie story to tell. My nephew, Damien, who is almost the same age as Petey, my 2-year-old. They were born 3 weeks apart. Me and my sister were both pregnant at the same time. It was wonderful. But he was born with a breathing problem, and he did have to spend some time in the NICU. And so I do know a little bit about that aspect, about having to drive back and forth to faraway cities just to visit your child, just to make sure that they're okay. And that's a battle that a lot of people are going through every single day. And, what Graham's project, Graham's foundation that we are donating to for the autism, for the preemies part of this, is an organization that not only helps the preemie children, but it helps the preemie parents. Being the mother of a preemie or the father of a preemie is severely expensive because of medical costs, because of supplies like diapers. You have to get special diapers for preemies, and most of the time those are more expensive than regular diapers. I mean, there's all kinds of expenses that I think a lot of people don't know about. And parents of preemies also need emotional support as well as financial support. And that's one of the things that Graham's Foundation actually offers. And that's one of the reasons that we're proud to be donating to them. One of the reasons we're proud to be donating to the Global Autism Project is because of their work around the world, not just in America. They work with people around the world to make sure, because in some countries, autism is a death sentence. So, we need to bring awareness that way and, let them know that these children are not possessed or some of the other things that these countries believe. And I think that's a great cause also. Yes, like YM Zachary says, special clothing is another thing that preemies have to deal with. That you have to have special clothing for them because they're so tiny. I'm not really sure what else I need to say. I mean, I know it's only 4:27, so does anybody have any questions or comments? Or I'm going to invite some people, and hopefully some people will show up and bug me or something. Let's see. Just invite half my friends list. Somebody's bound to come, right? Maybe, maybe not. We'll try. But I really hope that someone, I like that we've been sharing so many stories. A lot of takeovers are just, about our books. And, that's all well and fine. But I love that so many people at this event have actually talked about how this relates to them. And I think that's great. Okay, I've invited a whole lot of people. Hopefully they don't get mad because I've probably invited like 50 people. But this is a good cause, and I hope that we're going to get some more awareness for it. Get some more donations, and so we can get to that 800 mark, because that will be awesome. YM asked me what's next for me in the book world. I am currently still working on Forget Me Not. I'm working on it for like a year because I'm slow, and because I do so many things for other authors. I do editing and design and promotion and things like that, and formatting and like anything that you need for a book, I do it. I throw parties like this for people. I do all kinds of stuff. And so that has kind of not left me much time to write for my own writing, but I'm still writing Forget-Me-Not. It is supposed to be out at the end of July. I'm really going to try to hold to that deadline. I have been looking through illustrators, so in the next few weeks I should probably have a book cover, which will be great. And then on July 1st, me and some ladies in my writing group are going to be doing a summer anthology, and it's called Chasing Fireflies, which I think was thought up by the lovely Janae Keys, and whose birthday is tomorrow. So shout out to Janae for her birthday being tomorrow. Happy birthday. Janae Keys got me into this book world. I'm going to tell you about this. We were friends through Harry Potter, and anybody who knows me knows I'm a huge Harry Potter fan. You can probably see my Snape shirt on right now. And anyway, we became friends just over our mutual love of Harry Potter, over reading them and the movies, of course. And about a year and a half ago, she decided, during NaNoWriMo, she decided that she was going to finally become an author because that was her dream. That's what she wanted to do. And so she wrote her first story, and she, I'm not sure if she wrote Broken Politics then or if it was a different story. Might have been When the Lights Go Out. I'm not sure. But she did write her first book. But then she needed someone to do a cover for it. And I've been doing graphic design for 11 years or something now. And so I decided, well, hey, I'll give it a shot. And so I designed something for her and she liked it. And then she wanted me to help her edit her book. She asked me, invited me to help her edit. There was a whole bunch of us that were just going through Google Docs and editing her book for her. And that kind of got me into the editing and writing, and, well, not the writing, but the editing. And she gave me the hope that I could be a writer, because, she did it. I watched her go through the process. I watched her go through beta reading. I watched her go through editing and through the cover design and through publishing. And I watched her go to her first signing, and it was amazing. And I thought, well, she's living out her dreams. Why shouldn't I live out mine? And so I started my first book, which was Forget-Me-Not. And then I released a short story back in November 2016 called Chasing Time, which I'm going to be expanding on. And hopefully make a... sorry. make a full novel soon. I'm just getting over strep throat, so it's kind of still a little coughy. But I love Janae Keys. She helped me achieve she helped me realize my dream, and I'm on my way to achieving it. Shout out to also the other girls that are in my writing group, like Rebecca Dodson, who is awesome. Awesome. Oh my gosh. Sorry, guys. Rebecca Dodson is awesome. And Nicole Davis, who is Delaria Davis, and there's AC Jade, and Marquetta, and I'm going to forget somebody. I know I'm going to forget somebody. There's so many girls in my group, and Kayla Kirby. We all Kayla Kirby put this group of us together, and we support each other, and it is probably one of the most amazing things that has happened to me in the last year. It's 4:33. What else am I going to talk about? I think I've already covered my reasons. My 6-year-old son, Seth, like I said, has sensory processing disorder. He's on an IEP at school, and it's really greatly helped him. I don't know what else to talk about. I'm like I said, I suck at live videos. But I'm glad that there's actually at least YM's watching me. So hi YM. Let me see, let me check our page and see if we've got any more donations from this lovely video that I have just made for you guys. See if I've inspired anybody to donate. Probably not, because I'm a dork, but... my children are being very good. It's kind of scary. Wondering if they're still alive in there. Hopefully they are. Okay, let's check this. Hey, we've raised $10 more. We're at $415. Woohoo! So we're getting closer. We're getting closer to 800. It's not quite there, but we will get there. Like I said, we have until March 31st at 11:59 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to raise up to $800. I have been sharing this everywhere. I know everybody who is probably watching this is probably sick of me sharing this, because I've shared it every hour on the hour for probably the last few weeks. But, guys, it's for a great cause. And, you know, if that gets me blacklisted from some people, then that's fine, because they probably weren't, you know, they weren't worried enough about my cause to merit any remorse. So, I don't know if that even makes sense, but I am excited that we got 15. We've got up to 415. That is $10 more. See if we can see who did that. Anita Stewart. Thank you so much, Anita. Joshua Robertson got us up to $400. We needed $29, and I just happened to make a status about it, and he just went ahead and donated so we could be halfway to our point. So that was great. That was really generous of him. If you don't know Joshua Robertson, he is at Crimson Edge Publishing. He owns that publishing house, and he's also an author. He's awesome. Go check him out. And Lillian Oak, I don't know if it's his girlfriend, his fiance, I'm not sure, but I've known her for a long time too. They're both awesome people. You should go follow them and check out their books. We've got many donations from a lot of different people. One generous person donated $100 yesterday, which I thought was amazing. Well, let's see if I can invite some more people or share this. Maybe we can get some more people on here and get some questions or comments or something, so I have something to say. Oh no. No, my children are crying, but you know. I think they're okay. Trying to think what else I can say here. Like I said, as far as me, I'm still working on Forget Me Not. I think maybe one thing that I can relate. My characters in Forget Me Not, of course, two of them don't know who they are. They wake up in the middle of Epping Forest in London, and they're discovered by this girl named Evie, who becomes Bree, the main character's best friend. And they have no idea who they are. They have this, Finn, the male, he has this brooch pin that is the only clue that he really has to his past. But they both feel different. They both know that they don't quite belong in this world. And maybe that's something that people with autism can relate to. That's something I can relate to, because I've never really felt like I belonged anywhere. That might be because I'm an INFJ personality, and I think we make up like 1% of the population. But I think that might be something that, you know, that could relate. I think some people can relate. I'm sure not everyone feels like they've always belonged. And that's something that I'm trying to go into with my book. about, finding other people that are like you, finding people with common interests, and people that'll be there for you. All of my books and writing always has to do with friendship. And sometimes that friendship turns to love, sometimes it's just friendship. But it's not just, hey, let's be BFFs and we'll just be like friends forever. No, it is more of, I don't know how I could ever live without you sort of friendship. And I've been lucky enough to have that with a few friends of mine. Lauren and Heather are my best buddies. And we've been through everything together. We've been through fights where we haven't talked to each other for years, and we always come back to each other because it's just like we can't imagine our lives without each other. And we equate it a lot to Frodo and Sam because they helped each other in such a way that they became more than just friends. They became sort of like soulmates. And that's something that I really try to shed light on in all of my writing. What else do I have in store for you guys? Well, for my anthology story, I'm kind of flip-flopping between two ideas. I want to kind of do a persuasion, Jane Austen persuasion, sort of modern day retelling. But then I also have a vampire story in my head. So I'm kind of on the fence about which one of those I will do. Eventually I'll write them both, but I think the vampire story might actually work out better as a short story, which is, it's very hard for me to do a short story because even my short story in the other anthology is 10.5K, and I had to really limit myself because I'm an overwriter. And I love to give in details and write backstory, and that's how I plot too. I try to know my characters inside and out because I have to know every little detail about them so I get to know them almost like if they're a real person, and then I can write about them. And I have to do that before I can write about them because it doesn't just pop into my head like a lot of writers, I don't think. But I just have to sort of learn them and what makes them tick, and then I can write. I'm not sure what else to say, but we're getting closer. It's 4:41, so we're getting closer to the next author. Let's see who the next author is, because I'm sure they'll be more interesting than me sitting here talking to you guys. And my husband will be home in a minute, and he'll be like, "What are you doing?" Let's see. Wow, I have like a million windows open on my laptop, which is typical of me. Okay. Next up, we have Patricia Gillam, who actually volunteered on one of the last days. I think it was Monday when we needed more people. She's awesome. And she's actually from my hometown of Bloemfontein. So that's great. You've got a whole bunch of great people coming up. You got Patricia Gillam at 5, Philip Kessler, Sandra Hicks, AC Jade, Iris Sweetwater, Amanda Kimball, and Amanda Lee. So you guys have got a great night ahead of you. Like I said, much more interesting than sitting here watching me. But I really do hope that you guys donate. I don't know what else to say. I'm just like, donate. But we really do need the donations. So, like I said, if you can't donate, then go ahead and share. Sharing helps us. Sharing is caring, okay? Sharing helps us so much. We had a head talker, and that helped us greatly. We managed to get 79 people, which was great. I've shared on Twitter. I've shared everywhere. I'm not on Instagram. I suck at Instagram, but, you know. Oh, and here comes my other child. Here comes my 2-year-old. And he looks like a caveman. So, come here. Do you want to be on the camera?
Okay.
I swear he looks like a caveman. He has had a bath. Say hello. Hi. Oh, don't take the phone. No. Say hi. Can you say hello? No, no, you can't have it. I'm sorry. Hello. Say hi. Hi. Good job. See, he can entertain you much better than I can. It's about 15 minutes until the next author is about to come on. So I am going to get off here so I can wrestle up my children. But please do donate if you can and share. And I will see you in the comments. Thank you so much to everyone who has already donated. And that's all I can think to say. And he's taking my phone, so bye.